Hi, from not North Dakota, but I'm not going to tell you where. Trina is currently in North Dakota, and we've had a busy couple of weeks. We came back to North Dakota, completing the 48 continental United States. So we got back to North Dakota a couple weeks ago and did some activities, which we'll cover here. And then before we had time to even make a YouTube video, we jetted off to Hawaii. So in a few days I'll post the Hawaii one. So we have 49 out of 50 states done, and then we had to get on with our lives and go back to the real world. So that's where I am, in the real world right now, working to get things arranged so that the kids and Trina can join me shortly. So I'm doing this one solo for the first time and hopefully the last time. And this is what we did in North Dakota. Let's see. Right away when we got there, we went to Teddy Roosevelt National Park. So it was kind of nice. After all the national parks we did with our national park pass, came full circle, and we came back to Medora and got to do Teddy Roosevelt National Park. It is still pretty cold in North Dakota, so we did what we could, as we have been the last few states, as being limited with the season. Medora was basically shut down for the winter yet, but we did go through Teddy Roosevelt National Park, which I had never done before. Strangely enough, being so close, I had never really gone through the park, so we did the like 30-mile drive, and we were able to see wild horses and buffalo. It was really cool to just kind of see the wildlife and the landscape of places that we maybe don't normally spend too much time stopping and looking at. So that was quite nice. The kids really enjoyed themselves. Their favorite president, of course, is Teddy Roosevelt. So to be able to spend some time at Teddy Roosevelt National Park, especially for Oliver, who is his #1 fan. Stephen King wrote a misery novel. Oliver would be playing the Kathy Bates part, and poor Teddy would be hobbled in bed, I guess. Oliver, whose cabin was this?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Teddy Roosevelt's.
Nice. And then on our way back, we did drive the Enchanted Forest. Again, lived in North Dakota my whole life, and that's not something I have ever done. So it was new to me. I don't believe Trina did it before either. So it was kind of fun. Pretty nice sculptures, a lot bigger than I thought they were. There's quite a distance between them. I think that's another 30-mile drive each way. So you got to drive off interstate, south about 30 miles, turn around, and then come back. But it's a nice drive, and it was pretty cool. There was a Teddy Roosevelt ironwork sculpture there, which kind of tied into our previous day's experiences. So then when we got back to Bismarck, we spent time with family. So the kids got to spend time with Trina's cousin Larissa's kids. And Trina got some baby time with baby Aaliyah, which I know she always likes, and I missed out a little bit on the baby squeezing, so next time. So that was nice. Trina went to the Salt Cave in Bismarck with ladies afternoon and had a great time. Seemed very relaxing after 10 months of daily interaction with the kids and never really being alone. I'm sure that was probably some of the best 2 hours that she spent in the last year. So she better have enjoyed it while it lasted, because now she's alone back home with both of them by herself. So she probably needs another trip to the Salt Cave. We also went up and checked out the Capitol, which is always interesting. So we zoomed up to the top floor there, took Kobe with us, so that was kind of nice to spend some time, look through the history of that. They had a little list of the governors, and looking at some of the old pictures of Bismarck and the old pictures of the Capitol before the original one burned down. And then we also did the Heritage Center while we were back. Again, a lot of our family was there, so that was fun. Spending time with them, as well as absorbing a little bit of North Dakota history. We've done history in 48 other states. We've done history in 47 other states, so it was nice to get back to North Dakota and remind ourselves of all the interesting things that happened here. So that was a nice afternoon. For regional eats, we did go to Kroll's. Can't get more authentic than German food in North Dakota, so it was fun and delicious. I think everybody that goes through North Dakota, if you're looking for something to eat, you have to eat Nefla soup. That should be a required thing right at the border, maybe. It's kind of your ticket into the state. Trust me, you'll thank me for it.
She's gonna watch me eat.
One of the best things you've eaten on your voyages?
Pizza burger flying style.
You got water. No, you got milk.
And your drink?
Purple cow.
What is a purple cow?
It is grape flavoring and ice cream. Mm-hmm. A little
Fries
bit
and
of.
gravy?
Mm-hmm.
And then we took a trip out to my family farm and did some very personal heritage, which brought back a lot of memories. It's a place where me and my sisters grew up, so there's a lot of old vehicles and the old houses out there. Oliver's always interested in our past, so it was nice to tell him some stories while we were out there, right there at the farm. So kind of made a personal connection for him. Kathy came with, so it was nice spending time with her back at the family homestead. It was nice. Got to see our yellow honeybee car that would make the trip out to Washington when we went out west to visit our aunt and uncle and our cousins out there. I like this. Always remember the time that we went out there and we took our dad's uncle with us. So small little Datsun honeybee. The thing is not much bigger than a Volkswagen Bug, slightly. Which I think I have some pictures for you so you can just imagine this. Mom and Dad were in the front seat of the Datsun honeybee, and my dad's uncle and me and Liz were sitting in the back seat. So, where was Kathy? I suggested we put her in the trunk. Mom and Dad didn't think that was a good idea. So the only place left was she laid up in the back window. It's like a little trough in the back, and she went from here all the way out to the west coast, laying up in the window. So maybe it was more relaxing than being squished in that little car in a seat. So that was North Dakota. We had a good time. It was very nice to see everybody again. It's always nice to be home. So if you enjoyed this video, please, I don't even know what Trina says. Do you click a button or something? Give thumbs up, smile, face emoji, round of applause, whatever you do, please do. And until next week, which already happened for me, but we'll go back in time. We're going to Marty McFly next week and show you Hawaii. Bye. That left only one spot for Kathy to be. Whoops. Game of Thrones ringtone. I just like to listen a little bit. It's the last season of Game of Thrones, so we all have to have our priorities straight and know what we're doing on Sunday nights when the new Game of Thrones comes out.